Joan Davis, and I have Cassidy Tim here with me today, and together we run the compliance services team here at Richey May. And today we're going to be talking about subservicing oversight.
So because of the different ways that we help clients within the mortgage industry, we hear a lot of the same questions from our clients. Specifically today, we're going to focus on the ones that relate to utilizing a subservicer. So let's get started. So some of the questions we get are, if we utilize a subservicer, since they're performing the day-to-day functions of servicing my loans, what else do I need to do as the master servicer?
All right, so that is a great question, and utilizing a subservicer is not a set it and forget it type of relationship. So master servicers are ultimately responsible for servicing loans and complying with regulations. And that's regardless of whether you service in-house or if you use a subservicer. So oversight is required by the OCC, CFPB, Fannie, Freddie, Ginnie. And as a master servicer, if you undergo an audit from any one of these entities, they're going to ask you about your subservicing oversight process, and they're going to want to see evidence to support and document your oversight activities of the subservicer. And oversight can either be performed internally or it can be outsourced.
Okay, so what does proper oversight include? If I have a servicing manager that has a standing call with my subservicer and communicates issues either during those calls or issues that when they come up, is that good?
That's a good start, but it's not enough. So, in addition to regular communication with your subservicer, proper oversight should include reviewing the subservicer's policies and procedures annually, conducting annual operational assessments that measure the subservicer's performance in the various different servicing departments, as well as monitoring various servicing functions throughout the year. So it's really an ongoing effort. And you'll need to conduct audits and loan level quality control reviews to ensure that the subservicer is complying with regulations. So there's actually no specified cadence or frequency in the requirements. However, the activities should be ongoing, and they usually fall within a cadence of either monthly, quarterly, or annual schedules. So things to consider when you're trying to develop that schedule and determine what frequency you need to perform these activities, you are going to want to consider the size and complexity of your portfolio, any specific issues that you are having with the subservicer, and dig into any issues that you're seeing, and also stay on top of regulatory changes and make sure that your subservicer is ready and willing to comply with any new changes that are happening. Thinking about COVID and all of the agency changes that happened very, very quickly and almost daily, staying on top of those and making sure that your subservicer is positioning themselves to be able to comply with those changes is really key.
Okay, so if I'm responsible for what my subservicer is doing, how can Richey May help me?
Richey May can help you by performing the annual oversight assessment, where we go on site and interview management, and we review the subservicer's policies and procedures, and we conduct that annual assessment that measures the subservicer's performance in those various different servicing departments. We also verify that the subservicer is meeting required regulations and agency guidelines. We perform loan level testing on the client's portfolio, and we provide a report that outlines the subservicer's processes and just their overall operation. So it's a very comprehensive report.
All right, so what does Richey May do different that I couldn't do myself? Because I understand the basics of what my subservicer should be doing. Can't I just perform that annual review?
Yes, you can perform the annual review yourself. Absolutely. However, resource constraints often limit the ability for clients to have a robust oversight program. So Richey May can enhance your oversight without the need for additional staff. Richey May also distributes the cost of that annual assessment between clients. So rather than bearing the cost alone, if you send your own resources to do the on-site, you're bearing that cost 100%. It's on you. Where if we go out there for multiple clients, we spread those costs out. So it can really save you money there. your internal staff may or may not have the experience or expertise needed to do the full review. So Richey May staff are subject matter experts in servicing, and so we're able to help augment that. We also review multiple subservicers in the industry, so we're well positioned to be able to identify gaps and stay current with industry standards and best practices.
Okay, so last question. Does a subservicer prefer that I come in and do a review over their process, or is it better to hire someone like Richey May to come in and do it? What have you guys seen with that?
So yes, there is a benefit to the subservicer to have the coordinated on-site that Richey May does, because each time a client comes in and performs the audit on the subservicer, it's a lift on their staff, on the subservicer staff. They have to use resources and time to respond to that audit, and perform the management interviews and all the things that are part of that annual onsite. So when Richey May goes in and does it for multiple clients, it is advantageous for the subservicer because they're able to do it one time for multiple clients instead of having each client come in and do the same review. So it does streamline it for the subservicer. Although, the subservicers have to do it either way, whether you do it yourself or whether you do a coordinated on-site with Richey May, the subservicer has to allow you to do that on site. So they're not going to turn you away no matter which way you do it, but it definitely is a benefit to the subservicer to have us do it as a coordinated on site, because it does save them time and resources.
Makes sense.
All right. Well, thank you for your time today. We hope you found that this information is beneficial to you. And if you have any questions or you'd like to discuss any of these things, please reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks.